Coles. £3,000. Question.
Quiz shows have been a staple in our entertainment diet since television began. Part of the appeal for me is answering the questions at home before the contestants. I feel so clever. Coles Quiz maintained its popularity for several years. Well, there was the temptation of winning £3,000. The quizmaster was Malcolm Searle.
Well, it's great to be back again on Wednesday night with Cole's £3,000 question. Well, there they are, the three opportunities on Cole's spinning compass for you, Stan. So, we won't ask you which one you want, we'll just see what happens. Jan will spin them, and here they go. A selection from you now, I think. That one. Take the card out. What is it?
Yes.
You must leave the show, but have won a wonderful prize valued at £200. There it is, Stan. For £1,500.
Captain Barker.
He's got it. He's got it indeed. Well, a proud man, I'd say.
The show changed its name, the producer became the host, and its major prize doubled in number, but not in value, when Roland Strong took over Cole's $6,000 question.
Thank you very much indeed. Nice of you to join us once again for Australia's richest cash quiz.
Doing the soap of a night time.
Doing what of a night time?
Thinking and writing.
I'm going to pass it. I'm going to give you $6,000.
By then, it was only the contestants who took their chances. But way back in the very beginning of locally produced programs, actors, directors, cameramen, lighting and sound technicians took their chances on live plays performed in Studio One.
You're on 7. This is Herald Sun TV in Melbourne. The time is 8 o'clock.
Hello, Jack. What can we do for you?
Oh, the PO told me to dump me stuff here. Said
Most
something
of the
about
cast in Seagulls over Sorrento had experience on the stage, but few had appeared on television.
I'm sort of
For some, it was the beginning of long and successful careers. There are so many skillful people who contribute to a television production. Set designers, for instance. Whether a show takes place in a fun park or a pub, they create the illusion that it's real. A good example was the high-rating popular variety show, The Penthouse Club. There were viewers who believed there really was a nightclub in a penthouse on top of the building here in Dorcas Street. No one destroyed their illusion, but I assure you, Studio One never left the ground. All that mattered was that it looked like a club and there was non-stop entertainment.
Come, get together.
Loosen up and start to limber. Heaven, I'm in heaven.
We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels.
19 comes up, you've got the car. And it's...
19!
The car!
There could never be a portrait of my love.
For I'll be there, putting down my top hat.
Saturday Night Live was the last of the live variety shows to come out of Studio One. In fact, the last to come out of 7 until years later when Steve Izard did Tonight Live. It was sad to see the death of variety, but HSV knew what to do. They called in the Homicide squad. The opening sequence of Homicide episode showed the cop's car pulling up outside police headquarters. Then the men entered the building. But their offices weren't in Russell Street at all. They looked exactly like the real thing, but they were sets, right here in Studio One.
3 counts in New South Wales of factory breaking and stealing.
Look, I did 4 years and a bit in the Bay. I didn't want to let on while Sheila was there. Anyway, I'm going straight.
What do you mean?
Well, it was his idea of revenge. He deliberately singled out the girl that Mr. Rogan brought to the party.
So Mr. Rogan took Barbara Hayward to the party.
The papers didn't say that, and Mr. Bloody Rogan didn't either. Did you, Sean?
Libby.
I suppose he told you he was helping her with her work.
Libby, for God's sake.
You knew that she was also blackmailing Frank Adams.
She told me, quite openly.
How'd you learn his movements?
Before I say goodnight, don't forget, put the clocks back and watches back 1 hour before you go to bed tonight. And, in fact, don't put them back 1 hour, put them forward 1 hour. That's how confused I am about daylight saving.
God bless me.
For our very popular competition, don't worry about the sign.
The next major edition from 7 National News. In the meantime, don't forget 11 a.m. for the first news of the day, 7 o'clock tomorrow. On 7 tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hope you understand that. See you tomorrow night. Good night.
Ruth Hill's father? My son-in-law was one of those in the... Well, he's robbed in that hold-up. I'll come back and tell you in a minute. Hang on.
I think I'm on.
It happens since I've been away for a couple of weeks. However... Yes, it is. I obviously need makeup very badly.
I had the good fortune to work on both Homicide and Cop Shop in this studio. And I've had the great good fortune to take you on this nostalgic journey to the glory days of HSV7 Studio 1, when seemingly endless hours of entertainment and information were miraculously brought into your homes. But the building wasn't the only unseen factor. Another major contributor was the enthusiasm and the passion of every one of us who played a part in all of those programs, which were proudly made in Melbourne. As I said at the start, if only these walls could speak. Good night, and thanks for watching.
As the gates open on the Melbourne Cup Carnival, join us for the true story of America's Far Lap. Jeff Bridges, Toby Maguire, the heartwarming premiere of Seabiscuit, 7:30 tomorrow night. Hugh Grant stars in 9 months, your late movie next on 7.